And good afternoon. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to baseball. We are at Cincinnati. We are playing at the Palace of the Fans. 12,000 people showed up today for opening day, April 16th, 1903, between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Cincinnati Redlegs. These are the actual lineups. I will not tell you my source, but I will be using it probably throughout the entire season. But this is the actual source of who these people are, including the fact is that, and I got a little surprise for you. Afterwards, I got a question for you guys to ask. Okay, for the Pittsburgh Pirates, batting first, playing center field, is Ginger Baker. Or Ginger Beaumont. Batting second is Freddie Clark. I believe he's the manager at the time. I can look that up too. As you guys know, I sort of keep a baseball ref with me. Well, we don't have those that they don't have the lineups. I do. I also done a few other things to this game here, and I think it may work out in our favor. So if Digital Diamond or Cyrus or anyone listening to me while you're waiting for Retro Sheet to get off their dead butts and get their act together, because they've had the lineups all along, they're just, we got to check and validate. It took me about 3 days to put all this together, and in some cases I cheated. I cheated with the caught stealings because there was no such record, so I had to make them up. I used What If Sports and did some mathematics and cut down the cuts to caught the some stealings I left. Some I took down. If you think I got it wrong, let me know. And the outfielder arm and all the range ratings. I also did some math, and I used Baseball Ref to do it. And that's what I did. So here we go, guys. The manager of the Pittsburgh Pirates in 1903 was Fred Clark. So I did have that right. I wanted to do this today. I felt like it, and I'm going to. Alright. Batting third will be Tommy Leach. Batting fourth is the great Hannes Wagner. Kitty Bransfield will be batting fifth, playing first base. Batting sixth is Jimmy Sebring. Batting seventh is Claude Ritchie. Switch hitter, second baseman. Batting eighth will be Ed Phelps. And batting ninth is Deacon Phillip. Okay? Guys, what's Deacon Phillips' real name? There's your question. I'll answer that. Remind me to answer that about the third inning. For Cincinnati. Batting and playing right field is Joe Kelly. Or left field, sorry about that. Cy Seymour is in center. Mike Donlin is playing right field. Jake Beckley is at first base. Jack Morrissey's playing second. Tommy Cochran will be our shortstop today. Harry Steinfeld, who we'll see in about 3 years with the Cubs as part of the, and became the greatest trivia question out there, actually started out here with Cincinnati. Actually, even earlier than that. Heine Peltz is the catcher, and the starting pitcher is Jack Harper today. So there are our starting lineups, and that's what we've got going on today for our baseball game, folks. And that's what we're going to play with today. So for our Pittsburgh Pirate fans, as we look at, we can look at either team we want. I have information that always helps. There were some home run hitters for these teams. These are the real life stats, and I have their second ones, as you can see. These are 1903 stats that they had. So it did have some home run hitters, surprisingly. Okay, considering the size and the size of these ball fields. All right, just for a good example, let me bring my, as I always, my toys up that I use for my good information here. I've also picked up a couple other pages, guys, by the way, you may want to think about. Ball Cube is one of them. Definitely one of them is Ball Cube. Okay, Cincinnati's ballpark is called the Palace of the Fans. They actually had the right idea for it. Okay. Built in 1902, went down in 1911. And its measurements were 360 straight down left field, 418 to left center, 400 down center field way, 375 to right center field, and then right field was 450 feet. So when he built this thing, he's right. This was pushed in, and this is out. So guys, without further ado, let's play baseball. Coming to bat will be Ginger Beaumont. Ginger Beaumont batted .341 in 1903. Jack Harper's at the mound. 4.33 ERA, 45 strikeouts, 70 walks is not too common. If you guys are looking at my ball players, those air ratings are correct. I think I've got the arm ratings correct. It took a little work, but I think I can do it. Also, the range is rather correct, okay? So I think I got them. So it's true. Jack Morrissey really had no range at second base. Here is the pitch. And it is going to be an 8-4-7 right off the bat here. Come on. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Now I got to put that. I can fix that now. Thank you. Okay. There we go. And swung on that guy's out towards right field. It's going to go over to Donovan, but it's going to fall right in front of him for a base hit. So to start the game off here with, Pirates do start that way. And Ginger Beaumont does start off with a single. Coming up will be left field and the manager of the Pittsburgh Pirates, Fred Clark. Fred Clark is up. Harper's ready to go. He is in the stretch. Beaumont does have that. Is that way. Here is the pitch. Yeah, is Beaumont going to try to steal to start the game off? Yes, he is. It's a 5:34. He's not going to make it. Harper's out a quick throw to first. Beaumont dives back, and he will stay there. Shorten up his lead. Here is the pitch to Fred Clark. And it is a 400. And Clark hits it right directly. Like down and gets the sign to from Pels. Here's the pitch. Button towards second base. Right at Morrissey, who was able to make the line drive catch. And we have one down. Due up here will be Tommy Leach. Tommy Leach batted .298 in 1907. Now we're going to find where these balls land, okay? And they're going to say, of course, this is typical Digital Diamond in a lot of the other games. A lot of these home runs, more likely than not, were inside the park. And I got a place I can find that too without a problem. Tommy Leach might be a good example to look at here. I'll use him. Okay, so I'll use Tommy Leach. Because in this madhouse here, guys, in case you haven't figured out yet, and I found it, and I think it's in here, okay? Has to do about his home runs. I'm trying to remember where I saw it, but I thought I saw it in here. Yep, home run log. There we go. Tommy Leach of his 63 career home runs. All right, because you can't find him during the regular season. We're going to be kind of tough. But he said he did hit. They do have him down here for 1903. That he did hit his home runs inside the park, all of them. Okay. Don't think they don't. They got the year in the game, and they think they got the inning. So we've got partial records here, to be honest with you. And that's what we got going on. Now, you're going to hear this a lot. And we're going to see it a lot, okay? The way the size of ballparks were. A couple of these home runs, 3 of them, as a matter of fact, this man had in his career, are called bounced home runs, all right? Before the ground rule double rule, if you bounced the ball into the stands, it was a home run. In 1903. Here is the pitch to Leach. And it is a 6.93. And Beaumont's not going anywhere again. Try to steal again. Not good. He'll stay put for now. Dives back. Gets the dirt on his uniform. Here is the pitch. And it is a 6-3-5. Held on. Pitched on the way. And that is ball 4. Beaumont will get second base anyway. And we have 2 runners on base here in the first inning. We're going to see a lot of these games like this, guys. You're going to have to get over it. There's nothing we can do about it. Honus Wagner's up, batted .355 for the Pirates. Had 5 home runs, 101 RBIs in 1903. Here is the pitch. And it is a 3-2-1 to Honus Wagner. Lead. He's going to try again. No, he's not going to make it. Now with that kind of thing, and he's tagged saved. And it's an 8-7-6. Wagner got a hold of that ball. It's heading out towards center field. On a slider, tapped in for a base hit. Coming up is Seymour. Signal for Wagner. Oh, that's a wide to the base path. And Seymour with his arm. He is just ready to go. That will just leave the bases loaded here. With Pirates here in the first inning. As Pittsburgh starts off well. Coming bat is Bransfield. Fielders will be coming in to make the play at the plate if they can get away with this one here. Kenny Bransfield's up. He batted .265 for the Pirates here in 1903. Here is the pitch. And it is a 0-8-4. And he's got it. Looks like he hit it well. Let's see what happens. Line drive to Seymour. Snares it for the out. They're going to tag up. They're going to tag up our runner here. Beaumont. And it is a 5-4-6. Beaumont may be making it. He's tagging up. And he scores. Runners stay at second first. 2 down here in the first inning on a great throw by Seymour. Just not enough to get down there to Peltz. And we have 2 down on a 1-0 Pittsburgh lead here in the top of the first inning here at Palace of the Fans. Due up is Jimmy Sebring. Jimmy Sebring was a .277 hitter. Here is the pitch. And it is an 8-5-5. He's got a hold of it, heading out there towards left field. Fastball, ground sharp to the left field side. Past Corcoran. Kelly comes up with it. Sebring is on board. He's going to come on in. That's going to bring Leach is coming around. He is going to score. That is the second run for the Pirates. Wagner will stay at second base. And we have 2 runs here in the first inning for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Coming up is Claude Ritchie. Claude Ritchie batted .287 for our Valid Pirates. They have a 2-0 lead here. It's 40 degrees outside here in Cincinnati on this day. Here is the pitch. And it is a 6-2-6. And it looks like it's going to be a walk. It is just missed outside. Everybody, the bases are loaded again. Second walk of the inning given up by our man. Bases are loaded. Honus Wagner's at third. Coming up is Eddie Phelps, the catcher. He batted .282 for our Pirates. Has a little bit of a high strikeout ratio. Here is the pitch. It is a 7-8-3. That's heading out towards right field. Hard ground ball down the line, over the bag into the right field corner. Donald's coming up, makes a good play to cut it off. Wagner's going to score. They're going to see if they can bring Sebring in. And they might, just might happen. We never know. He's got a 2-arm against him. Deep enough. Sebring's being waved run. Here comes Wagner. Here comes Sebring. Ritchie will go to second base. 2 more runs score. It is 4-0 Pittsburgh. Due up is Deacon Phillip. Deacon Phillip was not the best hitter over here for the team, as you can tell. We're going to see a lot of this, by the way, so just so you know. And it is an 8-4-6. It's just the way things are going today for the team. That's also tapped in the left field. This is a single coming to get us Kelly. And they're sending Ritchie across. And it's good. He's not in time. We have 5 runs for the Pirates. Runners on first, on second, and third. And we're back up to the top of the order. Ginger Beaumont. Base hit off the bat. We have a 5-0 Pittsburgh lead going on here. And here we go. Okay. There we go. All right. So you shake this up a little bit. That's not going to happen, so we're going to do that. Put it back. My mistake. So, all right. Here we go. Harper's on the mound. And it's a 4-2-6. Out in the center field. Phil Seymour will be able to get that. It's hitting the air. He's at the end of it. He appears to lose it off his glove for an error. Scoring for his Phelps here. Phelps will stop at third. The 6th Pittsburgh run. E8. Seymour can throw the ball. Can't catch it. Beaumont's at first. Phillips at third. Coming up the bat is Fred Clark. The 10th batter of the inning. Or the 11th batter of the inning. Here is the pitch. Rich keep getting richer, folks. That's an 8-10. That's heading out over towards Kelly. Phillips going to score on this one here. Let's see if we can get one here. It's the 7th Pittsburgh run of the game. And Kelly's unlikely. The Beaumont will stay at second. Phillips is first. Nah, that ain't going to happen. Harper could be tired all day long. That is not going to happen this game. Here is the pitch. It is a 0-1-2. And mercifully, Jack Harper strikes out Leach, but the Pirates put 7 runs across here in the first inning. At the end of 1, Pittsburgh 7, Cincinnati nothing. Cincinnati coming up to bat in a game that is just going to, looks like it's just going to go right down the window real quick here. Deacon Phillippi is on the mound. He is up against Joe Kelly. And here is the pitch to Kelly from Deacon Phillippi. It is a 2-7. It's a 2-7-8. And that's since he's appeared to be right hit at Deacon. Slowly taken out by Thickey. No chance for Bridgeville. And he threw a sinker over the first base instead of throwing it straight. And that just dropped air on Phillippi. E1 right off the bat for Cincinnati. Gets a break here in the first inning. Kelly is at the plate. We're going to give him a chance to make that stolen base. He should be able to make it easily. Give Cincinnati some help. And there's the lead. And here's the steal. And Kelly heads out that way. Great throw. But he's high. He is in there safe. Cy Seymour's at the plate. Batted 342. Here is the pitch by Phillippi. And it's a 2-4-0. That's getting up in the air. Sounds like it. Nice high fly ball over towards left field. Fred Clark steps back. He's coming on in. Makes the grab. Kelly stays at first. Due up is Mike Donlin. Mike Donlin batted 351 for the Pirates. Deacon Phillippi is on the mound. Here is the pitch. And it is a 9-7-5. That's heading out towards third. That's a 450-foot thing. Drops sharply, heads down towards that corner. Donlin's off the races. Seabury's heading back towards that wall. Fires in, gets it to Richie on the cutoff. There goes Donlin heading over towards third. And he is safe at third with a triple. Kelly scores, and it is 7-1. Donlin hits his first triple of the season. Coming up is Jake Beckley. Jake Beckley is batted 327 for the Redlegs. Phillippi is on the mound. 1 run scored. Here is the pitch. And it is a 3-0-0. Again, that is hit. Looks like it's heading out towards left field on the shallow end. Clark is there. That'll take care of Beckley. We have 2 down on a pair of fly balls to left field. Jack Morrissey's our batter. He had 9 RBIs the entire season. Batted .247 for Cincinnati. And here is the pitch. It is a 5.76. And that is heading out towards hard line. Drive snared by Beaumont. Take that one away. And the Cincinnati Reds are up, and they got 1 run in on 1 hit. 1 man left on base at the end of 1 inning. It is Pittsburgh 7, the Cincinnati Redlegs 1. Coming up for Cincinnati will be Hannes Wagner. Bransfield and Sebring. And we are going to take a quick break here, guys, while we exit out. Save the game. We will save the game real quick. We're going to save and exit. I will be right back on this one here. I need to fix something. And you guys hopefully are watching it with me, so we're going to do this, okay? Let me show you what we're going to do here. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to edit one of the libraries, and it's going to be pitcher fatigue. See the shell threshold? I had it set for 7. This is dead ball. Okay? And I'm doing that on purpose. Very much so on purpose, okay? And the fatigue penalty is going to have to go down. He's got to throw 5 innings. That's why I did that. But the fatigue penalty's got to go down. All right? That's what we're going to do. We have no choice. We've got to let that happen. So we're going to bring it back in. And go back to our game. And that's where we're at now. Okay, now he's no longer tired. We fixed that already. Just for your information, guys, and I'll give you a good quick clue here. For Pittsburgh. Okay. Pittsburgh had a bunch of players pitch. Only one, if you want to call him, was a reliever. Bucky Vale is his name. Played 12 games, started 6, he finished 6. Cy Falkenberg is another one. Had 10 games, he started 6 of them though. Finished 4. These pitchers played. Deacon Phillippi had 289 innings. He completed 31 games. Just so you know. Saves don't count. We can't count them if we want to. We'll count them. We'll let them go. Here we go. All right. Here is the pitch, too. By Harper. And it is a 5.90. He walks him. Wagner draws a walk. That's his 2nd time on this game. Coming up to bat is Kitty Bransfield. I must have reached on it. He must have sacrificed. He did. Sacrifice hit. Sacrifice fly center field. Here is the pitch to Bransfield. And it is a 3.55. Pitch on the way, swung on that right high pop up behind home plate. Pelt is right there, makes the grab. We have 1 down. Due up is Jimmy Sebring. Let's see if I can speed this up a little bit, guys. There you go. All right. Things I can do while we're waiting. Okay. Jimmy Sebring's up. 1 for 1. RBIs hit a double in the 6th inning. In the 1st inning, here's the pitch. According to that thing, I think I got a base hit of it actually. 0-0-4. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. That is the 2nd strikeout of the game for Jack Harper, who goes along with his 3 walks. Coming up to bat will be Claude Ritchie. Jack Harper seems to have finally settled down here. Obviously, could be opening day nervousness. That's all usually true here. Here is the pitch. And it is a 1-3-2. That's also hit high up in the air by Tupelt. Looks like he grabs it right out of the air. Bang, throws the first out on the hop, and that is 3 down. 1-3 on the play, and we have one runner left on base here in the top of the second inning. Coming to bat is for the Cincinnati Redlegs, Tommy Corcoran, Harry Steinsfield, and Heine Peltz. Tommy Corcoran was a .246 batter for our Redlegs. Deacon Phillippi is back on the mound, or Phillippi. Here's the pitch. It is a 0-0-9. And Corcoran goes down on a swing and a miss with the fastball. Due up is Harry Steinfeld. Harry Steinfeld batted .312. That is, believe it or not, I believe that is a true Cincinnati hat he's wearing, not a Cubs. Here is the pitch to Steinfeld. And it is a 1-3-7. Steinfeld gets a piece of that ball as the line drive right straight at Clark. He was waiting for it. That is 2 down. Heine Peltz comes to bat. He is the catcher for the Redlegs today. Here is the pitch by Phillippi. It is a 2-9-2. That's it over towards Honda's Wagner. Slow roll. He picks up, fires it, gets over to Bransfield, and a 1-2-3 inning for the Pirates. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base at the end of 2. It is Pittsburg. Pirates 7, Cincinnati 1, and let's see what we got going on here today. And so let's see what we got here for our announcements today, folks, here for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And just so everybody knows that the string of horses and trotters and patients were arrived at the Lewiston Raceway today from Los Angeles. They're being the property of C.E. Guger of L.A. The string is being headed by Woolrich. And there are the other 5. He is by Woolsey, his brother Sunol. They're coming in there to get trained. They'll be trained running throughout the state of Maine throughout the summer. So, folks, when you get your chance up, get in your wagons or carts or even your flivvers and head up to Lewiston, Maine, and go enjoy some harness racing at the Maine State Fairgrounds. We are in the bottom of the third. Top of the third inning. Ed Phelps is up. He is 1 for 1, knocked in 2 runs already on his base hit. Here is the pitch. And it is a 2-9-7. And poked right back directly at the mound. Harper picks up, fires over towards first, makes for the easy play, and we have 1 down here in the top of the third inning. Coming up is Deacon Phillippi. He has also helped his own cause. Has a 1 for 1 on a base hit with an RBI. Here is the pitch. And it is a 4-0-7. And Phillips got a nice one there. Ground over towards Corcoran. That was an easy play for him. And he makes a toss to Beckley for the out. We have 2 down. Due up here. That's not just too fast. Sorry about that, gang. We're going to put it back. It's not going to be slow. I'll promise you that, all right? All right, there we go. All right, coming up is Ginger Beaumont. Ginger Beaumont has got a base hit. He has reached down an error. We're in the top third inning. Here we go. And it is a, thank you, 0-3-0 to Ginger Beaumont. And that's pitches on the way, swung on, and that's line shot right at Beckley over there first base. Able to snare that glove out and catch it up. Makes the catch, tosses the ball to the mound, throws his glove off to the side, and we have 3 down. At the end of 2.5 innings, it is Pittsburgh Pirates 7, Cincinnati Redlegs 1. Coming to bat will be the pitcher Jack Harper, then the top lineup, Kelly and Seymour. Jack Harper himself hit .250 for the Cincinnati Reds. Here's the pitch. And it is an 8-4-7. He's got a piece of it heading out towards left field on that. Hits hard on the ground and into left field for base. It gets up for Up to get is Clark, fires it in back into Wagner, and we have a runner on first. The pitcher is trying to help his own cause. Coming up to bat is Joe Kelly. Joe Kelly reached on an error by Deacon Phillippi, who decided that instead of throwing the ball to the first baseman, he decided to pitch a sinker to him. Caught Bransfield, I think he was looking for a fastball. And he stole second base and scored the first Cincinnati run on a triple. Here is the pitch. And it is a 9-2-2. And Phil has signed, rocks back. There's a little flare head towards center field. Gets past Wagner over the head of Wagner and Ritchie. Coming on is Beaumont. Got a great job. It's going to drop on in. And he threw it very wide. It just went nowhere. No one was standing on that way. Went past Ritchie and in towards the dugout. Seymour was able to get that ball. Or Philip Phelps was able to get that ball. And Harper will take third. Kelly will take second. And the error by Beaumont. So we got a base hit, and we got E8 here. That is the second error by a center fielder in this game. Must be rough out there in the center field place. Keeping in mind it is a cold day here in Cincinnati today. Runners on second and third. Coming at bat is Cy Seymour. He flew out to left field his last, or he flew out to left field the last time up. Here is the pitch, and it is a 5-3-0. And that's a bullet towards Wagner. He's right there. And Seymour's out on the line drive. And that's the second time that Kelly, by the way, in this case here, has made base and caused an error. Mike Donlin is up. He hit a triple. Boomer triple out towards right field. That is 450 feet out there in the right field corner. Just so everybody realizes that. That is right field. This is not like we're playing here at Yankee Stadium where it's only 296. Mike Donlin's up. Runners on second and third. 2 down. Here is the pitch. Or 1 out. Sorry about that. It is a 9-5-9. And that one's heading out that way again. Hammered to right field this time. No chance of Sebring. He's getting all the way back. He's heading out towards that wall. Sebring's chasing it down. Here comes Harper. Here comes Kelly. They're both going to score. Donlin's on his way to third a second time. And Donlin is at third base with a triple here. And it is now 7-3. Jake Beckley's up. Last time up, he flew out toward to Fred Clark in left field. Here is the pitch. And it is an 8-0-0. That's setting out in towards center field. Trapped, though, for a base hit. Down's going to be able to score easily. Beckley will take first base. It is now 7-4. This game, the Cincinnati Reds are fighting back. Coming up is Jack Morrissey. And that's the 5th hit of the game for our Cincinnati Reds. For the Cincinnati Redlegs, Jack Morrissey is up to bat. Beckley's at first, and we're going to see what if he can get away with one here. Don't think he got it. Just missed. Gets thrown on a snap throw. They got him. Beckley is out on a pickoff. Beckley's picked off at first base. Jack Morrissey is up. Deacon Phillips snuck one in over there and got him on a quick snap. Call that 1-3. There is now 2 down here in the bottom of the third. Here's the pitch. It is a 3-9-3. And Phillips looks down. The throw by here goes Wagner, and the throw is really wild. Ends up in the stands. On that one, it will be a 2-base error, and it's going to go to Morrissey. We'll take second base on that one there automatically. E7, or E6 by Wagner. Morrissey takes second on the error by Wagner. On a bad throw, Corker steps in. He is ready. Phillips in danger. He's already given up 3 runs this inning. Tommy Corcoran is up. Here is the pitch. It is a 4-7-9. And here we go. Wagner going to try again. It's hit on the button, and he's got it. This time sticks with it. But the Cincinnati Reds score 3 runs on 4 hits. 1 man left on base at the end of 3 full. It is Pittsburgh 7, Cincinnati 4. Welcome to Dead Ball Baseball 1903. We are going to have a ball here, guys. I guarantee it this time. I truly believe that. Fred Clark is at the plate. Harper's at the mound. Here is the pitch. It's a 1-4-2. And that's heading out towards left field. Line lifted right up there. Kelly sizes up as he waits for it to come on down. He puts it away. That is 1 down in the top of the 4th inning. Fred Clark now was 1 for 3. Coming up here is Tommy Leach. Tommy Leach walked in the 1st inning, scored a run. Struck out in the 3rd. Or struck out in the 2nd. He struck out the end of the 1st inning. Not everybody walks and strikes out in the same inning, but he did. Here is the pitch to Tommy Leach. It is a 6:59. 6:56, sorry about that. And Tommy Leach is going to walk a 2nd time here. He will take first base. Hans Wagner will assume the plate. Hans Wagner so far has walked. Got a base hit. Scored a run. Here is the pitch. It is a 4-1-4. And he lifts it up. Both are ready. Here we go. He lifts it high up in the air, bringing it into shallow field. Here comes Seymour, makes the catch for the out. Leach hauls back to first base. And we have 2 down here. Since the 1st inning, Cincinnati, Harper seems to have finally gotten into his groove. Let's hope he can stick with it here for the entire 9-inning game. Kenny Bransfield is up. So far he is 0 for 1. He sacrificed fly and he has popped up to the catcher. Here is the pitch to Bransfield. It is a 7-0-9. And that is going to be the 5th walk given up by, on an inside pitch, that is the fifth walk, 5th one given up by Harper today. And coming up is Jimmy Sebring. Jimmy Sebring is 1 for 2. And as we see by our box score, we'll see what we've got going on here real fast. So far, I was right. Okay, Bracefield has it. Every Pittsburgh hit has been a single. Here is the pitch to Sebring. And it is a 5-61. And pitch coming up. That's a ground ball easily to Beckley. Beckley beats out Sebring, makes the play. 3 down. They get out of the inning. 3 unassisted, and at the end of 4 innings, it is Pittsburgh 7 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors. Cincinnati 4 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error. We are going into the bottom of the 4th inning. Coming back will be Harry Steinfeld, Heine Peltz, and the pitcher Harper. Deacon Phillips so far is putting him away. Just had a little rough draft here in the 3rd. Steinfeld is up. He is 0 for 1. He flew out to left his last time up. Here is the pitch. And it's a 1-1-9. And Philip Deltz, he shows Tapper off the plate. Phelps able to grab it. Throws right away to Bransfield for the out. We have 1 down. Due up will be Heine Peltz. Heine Peltz so far today has grounded out to our shortstop Wagner. Wagner has an error behind his back now. And here is the pitch. It is a 5-6-2. And nice hard shot, lined out to first base. Vince was able to handle that ball and snare it real quick. We have 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Coming up to bat is Jack Harper, the pitcher. He's 1 for 1, scored a run. Here is the pitch to Harper. And it is a 2-7-7. Pitch coming up. It hits it hard on the ground to shortstop. Able to get there in time. Fires over towards Springfield. Makes the play. We have 3 down. A 1-2-3 inning for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Coming to bat will be Richie, Phelps, and Phillippi. And as we are here in the bottom of the 4th inning, for any other announcements we might have, yes, we think we do. And Yale will be playing Columbia. They just announced it. Manager Miller of the Yale varsity football team announced that Yale has arranged to meet again with Columbia on the gridiron. Last year, Yale didn't play Columbia, and their 1902 schedule was actually quite a light one. The policy for the coming fall indicates they return to old methods by taking on Columbia. Yale will probably have to play a much harder game than she did last season when it played Bucknell in place of Columbia. And the schedule, when completed, will show several other surprises. They are still working on it. So the Yale's football schedule is not skin tight, folks. You may have got a chance here. You never know what we're going to run into. And here we go. We are in the top of the 5th. Claude Ritchie's coming to bat for the Pittsburgh Pirates. He is 0 for 1 with a walk, and he grounded out to our catcher the last time and scored a run. Here is the pitch to Ritchie. It is a 7-3-3. And here he comes the pitch. Low ball 4 on the sinker. Trying to sneak one in on there towards the knees. Didn't get it. That is the 6th walk of the game given up by Jack Harper. Coming to bat is the catcher, Ed Phelps. 1 down here in the top of the 5th inning. Or 1 on plate. Here we go, Ed Phelps. Here is the pitch. They got him on hold, so let's see what happens. Up to bats Phelps. And that's a 597. That's heading out towards Morrissey. Nice slow roller up with his Morrissey. He bobbles it. Will have no play, and runners will take 1st and 2nd. That is the 2nd error by the Cincinnati Reds. Ritchie will take 2nd. Phelps will take 1st on the E4. And coming to bat is Deacon Phillippi himself. He is 1 for 2. 1 RBI, 1 run scored for himself. Here is the pitch. And it's a 2-1-0. Laid it down for the bunt. Cincinnati got caught not looking. He squares it in, gets it down. Harper gets off the mound. He's on quickly. Landsdorf thinks about 2nd. No, tosses that tie to Bickley for the out. Ritchie will take 3rd. Deacon Phillips will get the sacrifice here on a 1-3. Ritchie's at 3rd. Phelps is at 2nd base. Coming to bat is top of the order, Ginger Beaumont. He is 1 for 3 today. Infield will come into play for hopefully they can get the play at the plate with 1 down. And Ginger Beaumont is ready. Harper's in the stretch. Here is the pitch. God, don't you guys just hate it when dice fall into coffee? Good thing I got a spare. Alright. That's why I keep them like that. Oh, good God, Gertrude. Sorry about that, guys, for the delay here. Delayed by coffee. Alright. It's a 4-9-3 though to Beaumont. The dice that dropped in was not the right one. It was my banger. And he hits it out towards Dolan in right field. That's a shot. Dolan's waiting for it, and he yanks it in. They're going to try to tag up, see if they can get Ritchie in to give the Pittsburgh Pirates an 8th run. Here is the throw. And tagging from third is Richie. Scores easily. And it is 8-4 Pirates. Richie scores on the sack fly is what they're now going to call it. And Beaumont gets his first RBI of the season. Fred Clark is up. Runner on second base. 2 down. Here is the pitch. It is a 5-4-5. And here comes Harper, lined hard to shortstop, and Corcoran able to snare that ball before it gets out there into the outfield. Nice diving catch. We have 3 down here, and at the end of 4.5, it is Pittsburgh 8, Cincinnati 4. Due up to bat for the team will be Joe Kelly, Cy Seymour, and Donlin. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning, and due up here is Joe Kelly. He's 1 for 2. Scored 2 runs. Scored 2 of the 4 runs for Cincinnati. Here is the pitch. It is a 9-8. And Kelly gets a hold of it. It's in the air to right field. Seaver steps back. He stepped too far back. It has to come on back in. Trying to race back in. Not in time. And Seymour Kelly gets in there on the base hit. Sebring fires the ball back in. And it's an awful throw. And Sebring is going to get an error for that on the throw in there. That was a poor throw by him. Sebring gets the error. And that's the 3rd time that Kelly has forced an error from a Pirate. The 4th error of the game. So far he's E1, E8, E9. He's just missing Fred Clark. That's going to be a tougher error to get. Let's see if we can happen it. And we have a runner on second base for the Cincinnati Redlegs. Cy Seymour is up. He is 0 for 2 today. He has reached an error, though, so it wasn't that bad. And he's flown out to left. Here is the pitch to Seymour. It is an 8-5-9. That's heading out towards right field. Never knows what's going to happen that way. Swung at a ground ball side there. Gets past Bransfield on the ground. Into right field. Steven comes up. Yes, we're going to see if we can try and see what can happen here. And that's heading on in. Sebring has a good arm. Deep enough. Kelly's being waved around. And here he comes the score on the base hit by Cy Seymour. Cy Seymour gets his first RBI of the season. The 7th Cincinnati hit of the game, and it is now 8-5. Mike Downs at the plate. He is 2 for 2. Both hits are triples. Has 3 RBIs. Seymour's at first base. Going to see if we can try to get him to advance to second here. And throw to first. Quick tag. No, Seymour's there in time. Donlin, here we go with Donlin. Here is the swing. And it is a, come on, I need 3 dice. It's a 408. That is hit right on the button. And here we go. Ground ball to Wagner. Wagner boots it. And Wagner boosts the ball. Just fiddle around it. That is his 2nd error of the game. Seymour's at second base. Dunlap's at first on an E6. That is the 5th Pirate error of the game. And Deacon Phillippi is unbelievable. He's unperturbed, but he's unbelievable. Jake Beckley's on the plate. He is 1 for 2 today. Single base hit got picked off on a brilliant throw by Phillip. Here is the pitch to Beckley. It is a 2-7-1. And sitting out towards right field, high up in the air. Seaver's dead in his tracks. He makes the grab. 50% chance. Yeah, I always agree. 50 or more, especially in this league here. Yes. Here is the run. Come on. 418. And Seymour tags up. He's going to make it into third. Throw not in time. He's safe at third. Donlin stays at first. We have runners on first and third on the play. 1 down. We are in the bottom of the 5th. Jack Morris, he's coming to bat, second switch hitter. 0 for 2 today. He is due to reset an error his last time up on a Wagner throw where he threw it into the dugout for a 2-base error. Here is the pitch. It is a 9-7-5. This one's going to get interesting, folks. And that's heading out towards center field. The 400-foot marker looks like line drive. Drops on in. Morrissey is in for a single. We're not going to make the attempt. Seymour is going to score. Donaldson will stay at first base. And it is 8-6. Seymour scores. Donaldson will stay at second base as they do not want to trust. Beaumont has an excellent arm. And Morrissey's out first with his first hit of the season. Tommy Corcoran is up. He has struck out and lined out to Hannes Wagner. There is one down in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here is the pitch. It is a 2-5-7. That is heading up in the air. He skies this one. Beaumont's able to come on in very easily. Makes the play. The runners couldn't move. We have 2 down. Due up is Harry Steinfeld. He is 0 for 2 today. He's flown out, grounded out. Here is the pitch. It is a 6-3-8. And that is Sky to Celtic. Nice line shot out there in the air, deep to right field. Sebring has a long way to go. And he runs it down for the catch out there in deep right field. Makes the grab, and we have 3 down. But Cincinnati puts 2 more runs across. It is 8-6. We're in the middle of the ball game. Coming back for Pittsburgh will be Leach, Wagner, and Bransfeld. Now, the answer to a question that I asked way back in the 1st inning, Deacon Philippe, as they pronounce it here, is not Deacon Philippe. His last name is actually Deacon Philippi, or Phillippi. The more Jewish name, or the more Israeli name, if you want to call it that way there. It was Phillippi, or Italian, but it ends in an I, not an E. And that's the way it is written in the papers. Due up is Jack Harper. Here is the pitch to Tommy Leach. It is a 6-0-2. And Tommy Leach got on the ball, hit off at the end towards first base. Beckley comes up with no plays at first, and he lunges, attacks Leach instead. Gets him out on a tag. Great play by Beckley. Beckley is playing some brilliant defense over there at first base today. Due up is Hannes Wagner. Hannes Wagner is 1 for 2, has a walk, scored a run. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Since the 1st inning, Jack Harper's only given up that 1 lone run, and it was off a walk and an error. Here is the pitch and a sacrifice fly. 4-4-7. That's sitting out towards Kelly in left field. Luke to shallow left. Cochran's coming out. Kelly's coming in. Cochran gets out of the way. So Kelly's got his burners on. Makes the play. We have 2 down. We are in a wonderful game here at Cincinnati Palace of the Fans. Kenny Bransfield's coming up to bat here in the 6th. Here is the pitch. It is a 3-7-3. And that's hit on the button. Harry Steinfeld, routine ground ball, makes it easy. Flips over towards Beckley for the out, and we have 3 down. At the end of 5.5 innings, Pittsburgh 8, Cincinnati 6. Coming to bat for Cincinnati will be Heine Pites, sorry about that. Jack Harper and Joe Kelly. Cincinnati in the last inning put 7 runners across on the plate here. Pittsburgh in their big inning put 12. There have been a couple big innings going on here in this wonderful game. And Heine Peltz is ready. He is 0 for 2. Grounded out and grounded out. And lined out, here is the pitch. It is a 3-2-6. And line drive right there. Bransford and snagged in that new webbing that they're trying to work on out here. He's able to hold on to that ball with an ice cream catch. Makes the grab by Bransfield, and Pites is out. He is just shaking his head all the way back to the Cincinnati dugout. He can't get it past first base, never mind anything else. Jack Harper's coming up. He is 1 for 2. Scored the second run of the game for the Cincinnati Redlegs. Grounded out to Hannes Wagner his last time up. Here we go. Here is the pitch. And it is a 9-5-0. He got a hold of it. That's heading out towards center field. That's heading into that no man's land area about 418 feet back. Beaumont has to chase it down. Here goes Harper. Harper's on his way into second base. And he throws it back in hard. Wagner's able to hold on that ball. Harper gets a long double out of this one. As it hits that more than longer bleacher. Harper is at second base. Coming up is Joe Kelly. He is 2 for 3 today. Has scored 3 of the 6 Cincinnati runs. Has caused 3 of the 5 Pittsburgh Pirate errors. Just a regular troublemaker out there. Cincinnati's loving him. Here is the pitch. It is a 4-2-2. Can he do it a 4th time? That is heading out towards Fred Clark of all people. Coming on in, it's a high fly ball. Clark is drifting, and he makes the catch easily. Somebody finally got Joe Kelly out without having an error. And Cy Seymour's checking back in here. There's 2 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. He is 1 for 3, knocked in a run. Reached out an error. Here is the pitch. It is a 6-6-0. That's banged right at Wagner. Bouncer past Phillippi. Fowler's able to scoot it over, gather it in, fires over to Bransfield. Showing a good flash of brilliance is Hannes Wagner. And we have 3 down. No runs, 1 hit, 1 run left on base. We are at the end of 6 full innings. And we are going into the top of the 7th. Let's see if we have any other announcements. We do. On the 15th, the day before, it was announced that Billy Sunday is finally going to get ordained as a Presbyterian minister. And baseball fans all over and other fans and religious fans are hoping that he will live up to his last name. So we wish the best of luck to Billy Sunday in his new career as he sobered up and became a great and wonderful player. Hello, Eric. Good to see you, my friend. And let's see what other great news we've got here. And we have a few baseball games coming up around the area. We hope the weather has not been very good in our Massachusetts area. And we got Trinity High School versus Lafayette. They're playing it over at Easton, Pennsylvania. They moved it over that way over for the college. Trinity College and Lafayette. Manhattan University and your business is at the Jasper Oval in New York. Here locally, Arlington High School will be playing Ridge Manual at Cambridge. Dorchester High is playing Cambridge High at Dorchester. Brookline and Boston College freshmen are at Brookline. Newton High School is playing Volkman. They're playing at the new ball field at Newton. And the Tufts Tufts University sophomores will be playing Saugus High School at Saugus. The game today between New York and Brooklyn has been canceled. The National League game is necessary because of wintry field. There was been wintry blasts, and the field is too windy to make it, and made it necessary. They couldn't get the field set up to play the game. It will be played. They're hoping they can play it out tomorrow. And that's what we got going on so far. And we'll announce our umpire here. Our umpire today is Mr. Imali. He'll be our umpire. He's our umpire for today's game. Coming up to bat is Sebring, Ritchie, and Phelps. Top of the 7th inning. Jack Harper is on the mound. Here is the pitch. It's a 0-8-9. And he hits it out towards Cy Seymour. Can he is he able to catch the ball? Moves over, camps under it, makes the grab. And we have one down here in the top 7th inning. Claude Ritchie's coming up. He has walked twice, scored 2 runs, grounded out to our catchers. He hasn't got the ball really past home plate. Here is the pitch to Claude Ritchie. And it is a 2-2-1. And Harper delivers. That's lifted up towards center field. Seymour is moving in slowly to make sure he does get the ball, and he makes that grab real easily. And that is 2 down here in at the top of the 7th inning. Ed Phelps has come best so far today. He is 1 for 3, reached on an error out of by our second baseman Morrissey. Grounded out to the pitcher, and he has got a base hit, 2 RBIs, scored in the 1st inning. And if he gets a 3rd out, ignore the organ that's being played. That's by some church down the road. That was not being done here at the ball field. As you know, in 1903, there was no organs at the ball field. Here is the pitch. And it is a 5-0-3. And that is hit roughly on the crank on swung on. Slide over towards 3rd base. Steinfeld's able to snare that ball before it gets up to the outfield. And that is 3 down. Ever since, just for anybody who is listening, watching to my little game here, after Jack Harper gave up all those 7 runs in the 1st inning, he has thrown no hit ball for these next 6. Mike Donald's coming up for Cincinnati. He is 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs. He has 2 triples, and he's reached down an error. And for any of my historians like Beatles, Eric, who I'm glad is here, Al, when he shows up, triples were considered the home runs of the day. Yes, I can get my hands on home runs, okay? Most of these were inside the park jobs back then, and a couple of bounces in the case of one of our players. Mike Donald is up. Here is the pitch. Come on. That's the one I need. 5-5-2. And he hits it towards Leach. Hard time. Picked up. Lots of time. And he's able to get that ball. Hangs on to it. And fires over that way. And we have 1 down. And yes, that's a real live number. He is a lousy 3rd baseman. But he can't do it. He has decent range, though. That's probably what keeps him in. Plus his bat, he's a bit of a bat. Jake Beckley's coming up. Jake Beckley today is 1 for 2 with an RBI. Flown out twice. And I believe he also got a sacrifice out of this mess. Yes, he did. He's on. Oh, he got picked off. Here is the play. I believe it was on a walk, too. Here is the pitch. And it is a 3-9-5. He did get a sacrifice hit. Sure did. And he cranks and fires. Tapper in front of the plate. Phelps able to grab that up. Fires over towards 1st base. We have 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Coming up is Jack Morrissey. Jack Morrissey today has reached down there. Got a base hit. An RBI, and he has flown out to center field. Pittsburgh's got one of the better defenses so far that we've noticed, but this is just the 1st game of the season. We have a lot more to go. Here is the pitch to Jack Morrissey. It is a 5-9-7. And he hits it towards Wagner, who's been a shaky glove this game. Bounces right at him. He throws it in, and he throws the Mansfield for the out. Honus Wagner, who's been rather shaky in the field today, he has 2 errors. And we have 3 down. A 1-2-3 inning for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Coming up to bat is Deacon Phillip Beaumont, Ginger Beaumont, and Fred Clark. Deacon Phillip is 1 for 2 today himself. Has a sacrifice hit. Here is the pitch to Phillippi. It is a 0-6-4. And Harper cranks. That is his third strikeout of the game. And he has 3 strikeouts so far this season. Very well done for Mr. Harper. Coming up to bat will be Ginger Beaumont. Ginger Beaumont so far today is 1 for 3 after that first inning. He has reached on an error, lined out to first base, flown out to Mr. Donald in right field. Here is the pitch to Ginger Beaumont. And it is a 9-3-3. And it's heading out towards right field. Donald's getting ready for it. Head on the butt. It's going to drop. It's going to elude him a little bit, and it drops in there. He couldn't get it real quick. Donald is able to get that ball, fires it in towards second base, and holds Beaumont to a base hit. Single base hit. First hit by the Pirates since the first inning. Fred Clark is at the plate. 1 for 4 today with an RBI. And he got his RBI. He was up twice in the first inning. One of the 3 players that did that. Flown out twice. Here is the pitch to Fred Clark. It is a 0-8-4. And Beaumont's trying for the lead. He's got the lead. Can the Pirates get their first stolen base of the game? Hold on. Six, 3-1. Actually, I got to re-roll that because I caught that one on the ground. Dropped. Hold on. It's a re-roll, guys. One the dice dropped. Sorry about that. 6-0-8. Good enough. Stolen base. It is a stolen base. Beaumont's on his way. He goes, and a throw from Rare. Not in time. Throws it too high up. Cochran has to reach up and bring it down. Beaumont, though, is safe with the stolen base, and I believe that's the first one of the game for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Runner on second base. Fred Clark is at the mound. And here is the pitch to Clark. It's a 3-4-8. And he hits it real hard. Hits it hard. Could be a line drive off speed. That's line towards left. All right, at Beckley. Beckley's out. Clark is out. And lead runner gets back. Not in time. Beckley fires it over towards second base for the double play. And Borsey stepped on the bag. So it's a 3-3-4 double play for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And a nice double play by the Cincinnati Pirates. Smart play by Beckley. He's been playing smart all game long for the Cincinnati Redlegs. At the end of top of the 8th inning, it is Pittsburgh's 8. They got their first hit finally after the first inning. Cincinnati 6. They have 9 hits. 7 errors have been in this game so far. Tommy Corcoran is up. We are in the bottom of the 8th inning. Hello, Jake. Welcome to Dead Ball. This is what I've been working on the past 3 to 4 days. And I'll explain what I have done. And Tommy Corcoran is at the plate. Here we go. It is an 8-6-7. Corcoran gets his hands on the ball. That's heading out towards right field where Sebring's been dangerous on the button. Too hot to handle, and Sebring's on it quickly. Single for Corcoran, and Sebring gets in quick enough. Corcoran gets his first hit of the season. The 10th hit for Cincinnati. Harry Steinfeld's at the plate. Corcoran's is at first. We're going to see if we try to get him over to second base. Here is the try for the lead. Not going to make it. Not going to make it. And Phillippi already has 1 pick off this game. Branson couldn't get it down this time. Coming up is Harry Steinfeld. Here is the pitch. And might be lucky here. He got a hold of it. That's heading out towards right field. And the runner is going. Hard ground ball down the line. Pass in between Bransfield and Ritchie. Heading out. Sebring's got it over. Makes a good play to cut it off. Corcoran's going to try to get over towards third base. You wake up late because we are going to try for it because I said I would. And Sebring fires it back in. They're waving him around. Sebring might have a play. Great throw to Leach, and he got him. The hit and run fails. Seinfeld will take first base on the base hit. Corcoran is out 9-5. And we have one down here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Heine Peltz coming up. He is 0 for 3 today. Here is the pitch. It is a 6-5-7. And that's hit on the button. Sounds like it on the way towards shortstop. Lined at him. Wagner's got it. Makes the grab, and Steinfeld will stay at first base. 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Wagner all of a sudden starting to wake up in this defensive mode too a little bit. Jack Harper is 2 for 3 today, helping his own cause. Has a double, and he has scored a run. Harry Steinfeld's at the plate. Here is the pitch to Harper. It is a 0-1-7. Swung on and missed. No, that's swung up on strikes. He tried to hold on to the check swing. Phillip got it there at the knees, and we have the 3rd out, and at the end of 8 full innings, it is Pittsburg 8, Cincinnati 6. For the batting for Pittsburgh will be Tommy Leach, Hannes Wagner, and Bransfield. What I did, guys, is I went in through, because everybody says they're missing data. I offered this back out to a couple places. Retro Sheet says no, they've got all the data. They're still trying to do the research, which didn't take me long to do. What I did is for the caught stealing portion that was missing in Digital Diamond, I went into What If Baseball. They're the only place, because obviously they're a fantasy game, and they had caught stealings in there. I didn't like it. They were trying to really suppress stolen bases. So I took a math figure out of my head, a certain percentage, and I used it for every caught stealing. If you had under about 8 stolen bases, I just arbitrarily tossed a figure in on occasion. There's a 0 out there. Because these guys didn't hardly run, the ones that didn't run much. Gave them the benefit of the doubt. 4, and there the other problem was, as you can see, most of these players would have been a 3. Everything would have been 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay? Except for the errors. And their arms. I went into Baseball Reference themselves. Now they played outfield, so I had to be unarbitrarily on here. If you played through all 3 positions, you got the same number for your range. I had no choice. I wasn't going to sit there and try to figure it out. They didn't start separating the outfields until about 1912. So I took that number and I put another mathematical figure, a certain percent, not even a decimal, okay? And I think I used like 0.30. They have a certain range factor in there. As I subtracted and added, I went up and down. Be surprised at doing that. There's still not that many ones. There are more ones than what there should be, but not as many as you would think. Same thing with 2s. There's a lot of 3s, 4s, and 5s. These were not the best fielders in the world. I had a good time doing it. It took me 2 to 3 days. I came up and the range on the arms, by the way, came out of What If Baseball. And they have A, B, C, and D. 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you got a D minus, you were a 5. Quite a few of those, believe it or not. And that's how I did this. And now we have a game. Okay, and I think we have a game that's compatible with what everybody's been looking for 1903. I think I may be about, in my opinion, and no disrespect, guys, I know I'm sorry I'm patting myself on the back, but I think I may have gotten this 85% right. And at that, and that's more than what everybody else has done. Now, for you guys who play Action PC, Diamond Mine, and the few of the others that have 1903 out there for you already, because I'm not sure where they got the figures, or if they're making up the lineups that go along. These are the legitimate lineups that played this day. I also have my hands on the Boston Globe and other newspapers, but I'm using the Boston Globe as my primary. This is the Boston Globe from the 17th of April, 1903, a whopping 14 pages, page 5. And it shows the ball games. That's where I've been doing the paper announcements too. I'm having a good time with it. We'll continue that as I broadcast the 1903 games. And we've come up with all sorts of funny news and funny. We use a lot of sports things in here. That's all I do about that. The fact is that this game was supposed to actually be played on Monday, the 14th, or Wednesday, Monday the 13th, or what, Tuesday the 14th. But these games got rained out the first 2 or 3 days. It was a bad winter in spring in 1903. And a lot of these games got rained out. The wet grounds, you name it, they had snow. So they got this game luckily cleaned up. We're lucky we got 2 games on this date. The American League schedule did not start until the 20th officially. They're trying to get they're still trying to do the spring training games out there, and they're getting canceled right and left. The Boston Americans were supposed to play in Indianapolis. They're supposed to play in New Jersey. They're supposed to play in Ohio. Every game got canceled because of weather. So Jimmy Collins, who was the manager at the time, was not happy. And I've got that in the newspaper. That's what I'm using. We're in the top of the 9th inning. Let's go. Tommy Leach is up the bat. Jack Harper still on the mound. It's a 6-0-2. And that is heading out towards right field on the pitch. Swung on, hit on the button. Dillon's waiting for it. Waits for it. Makes the easy play. We have 1 down. And Cincinnati has fought hard to get back into this game. They've pretty much shut the Pirates down. That 1 run in the 5th for the Pirates was done without a hit. A walk, an error, and a sacrifice fly. That's how it was done. Honus Wagner's up. He is 1 for 3 today. Here is the pitch to Wagner. It is a 7-1-3. Come on. There we go. Oh, shoot. No, that's going to be a mistake on my part. I thought I hit it. That's right there at Donald. That's also a play. We're going to give that the out. If Cincinnati wins, I'll take the hit for it. But that would have been a walk anyway. That was my fault, guys. It's going to happen in this game, and you can't fix it. And I wish that if Mark listens to my games, I'm hoping that he comes up with it, okay? Here is the pitch to Kitty Bransfeld. So you can go back and fix it if you make a mistake like that. 7-7-5. Come on. He's got a piece of it heading out towards center field. Swung on. That's going to be right through towards second base. And it was right by Morrissey. He didn't even get a chance to get that ball. That fast it came out. And Seymour will take first base. Only the 2nd Pirate hit since the 1st inning. And our Bransfield's, and he is on. The 8th hit of the game for the Pirates. Jimmy Sebring's coming up to bat. There is 2 down. They've got Bransfield on hold. Sebring is up the bat. Here in the top of the 9th. Here is the pitch. He's going to try for the lead. Harper's ready. Fires the first. No, Bransfield's almost caught napping. Here is the throw to the pitch to Sebring. It is a 2-2-5. And that is held on by Beckley. Harper's ready, but Beckley's right there. Bang, steps on line hard and is able to make the grab. And that is 3 down. And the Pittsburgh Pirates are shut down here in the top of the 9th. They lead 8-6. Joe Kelly's coming up. We got the bottom of the 9th inning. Joe Kelly, Cy Seymour, and Donlin. Joe Kelly so far today is 2 for 4. Scored 3 runs, caused 3 errors. Here is the pitch to Kelly. He's been all over the place today. It is a 7-4-7 for Kelly. That's hitting out towards Fred Clark. Winds up and delivers. Shot down third base line. Leached over there but couldn't get it quick enough. Clark gets it, cuts it off, and that is it for Clark. Hey, Kelly gets in for a first base hit. And we have no runner on first. Phillippi is getting tired here finally. Phillippi is starting to get tired. Giving up 12 hits so far this game. Cy Seymour's on the mound. Is at the plate. And Kelly is at first base. See if we can try to get a base steal out of him. Not going to make it. No, it kept him tight. Here we go. Cy Seymour. Here is the pitch. And it's a 9-1-0 on the hit and run. That's setting out towards Clark in left field. That may not be the right way to go. Here goes the runner. Little liner is going to drop on in. Stakes like a lead weight. Clark has it. Kelly's got to try for third. We've got to go for it here in an 8-6 game. And Clark gets in, fires it back in. They're waving him around. Here he comes, fired about, and he is out. That is the second outfield assist by Pittsburgh to Leach, and we have one down here. And Seymour will take second base. Deacon Phillips starting to look a little bit tired. Mike Downs at the plate. He is 2 for 4. 2 triples in this game. Here is the pitch. It is a 0-3-8. Phillips ready. Getting tired. Swinging a miss, and he swung it through for strike 3. We have 2 down. Jake Beckley's at the plate. Runner on second base. And tying run at the plate. Here is the pitch to Beckley. It is a 3-1-8. That is hitting high out there towards Beaumont. High fly ball. Pretty good, but here he was. He's waiting for it back that way, trying to prevent the double play. He is out. And Deacon Phillips pitches a complete game. Don't ask. And Pittsburgh 8, Cincinnati 6. Give me a sec here. We'll take a look at the box score. Yeah, we'll make it official. What the hell? Interesting choice for the player of the game. I could pick 3 or 4 more. Okay. Here we go. Before I get done here, I want to thank Jake. Yeah, risky with nobody out. I know. It's unique. It's the way to go, but I like doing it, so we'll see how it happens. It went that way with the dice, and this may be one of the few times I'm probably going to end up using it because it is dead ball. It is very experimental for me. This game here, I'll probably use the game dice, only because it is dead ball. It will play different than other games, and I have to set the lineups up myself every game, so we may go that route. If Beatles, when he comes on, or any of you guys think otherwise, do want me to go ahead and play with my own dice on dead ball era, I'll do it. But I don't think it's one of the smarter ideas this time. Let's go to pitching. You're going to see a lot of this, as I said earlier. Relievers, Pittsburgh had 5 saves the entire season. They played 140 games. Pitchers, Deacon Phillips had through 35 games. He completed 31. They didn't fool around back then. He still was under 300 innings. So Deacon Phillips, the winner of the game, gave up 6 runs, 5 earned, 13 hits, including a double, 2 triples, and struck out 3. For the Cincinnati Redlegs, Harper gave up 6 runs. 6 earned runs on 8 runs, 8 hits, struck out 3, walked 6. Well, obviously, they're complete games. Pittsburgh had 5 errors for this entire game. It was very, and we're going to see a lot of this too, guys. I expect it. Okay, so this is not going to be norm. This what we're looking at is probably close to the norm as we're going to get. We are going to see shutouts and stuff, but not what you think. Cincinnati Reds. Joe Kelly with 3 for 5 had a stolen base. Scored 3 runs for the Cincinnati Reds. Cy Seaver with 2 for 5. He had an RBI. Mike Donlin, I think it's Mike, with 2 for 5. Both of his hits were triples with 3 RBIs. And he scored a run himself. Jack Harper with 2 for 4, the pitcher, for his own cause. Struck out once. And he had a double. Beckley went 1 for 4, but he had a sacrifice fly out there for an RBI. He did quite well. Like I said, Kelly had it. Errors by Seymour and Morrissey. And the Cincinnati Reds left 7 and actually had 1 double play. For the Pittsburgh Pirates, they had 8 hits. Every one of them a single. We're going to see a lot of that. Ginger Beaumont, Katie Bransfeld had sacrifice flies. Ginger Beaumont had a stolen base. Deacon Phillips had the lone sacrifice bunt. Richie scored 2 runs. And that's why they gave it to Phelps, probably because he had 2 RBIs to catch it. He knocked in a pair of runs there at the bottom of it. He had the most RBIs. Still wouldn't have given it to him. I think I would have given more to Ginger Beaumont. Ginger Beaumont went 2 for 4, had an RBI, scored a run. Tommy Leach had 2 walks. Well, he didn't get anywhere. Fred Clark got 1 hit. He got a hit, an RBI. Hans Wagner went 1 for 4 with a walk, had 2 errors himself. The Pirates had 5 errors, including Deacon Phillip, who decided right there in the first inning that he decided to throw a sinker ball to the first baseman. Obviously, Bransford was looking for a fastball, so he wasn't ready for it. And otherwise, that's pretty much what they did. So, I am going to export this game, as I will. It'll be in one of my folders. So what's going to happen is, what I'm going to do, and to prove a point over 2, I'm going to send this up to Mark over at Digital Diamond, because Cyrus over at MP3 was not interested, which means my MP3 days may be done soon. I may just stick with Digital Diamond. I may pick up another game down the road. Looking either Action PC or Diamond Mind, I already have out of the park. So, it was a good game, 8-6. At our final stills here, Pittsburgh 8 runs, 8 hits, 5 errors. Cincinnati 6 runs, 13 hits, and 2 errors. Again, I want to thank Jake, Higher Ground. It was fun. We're going to keep the 1903 season, guys. I'll play with this for a while. I'm going to still keep my 1978 that I've got running in full. And 1908 will be kind of fun. But this was made, it was made for you, everybody here, as always. I don't do this. I love doing this, but I'd rather do it for everybody else. I hope you guys can enjoy. We're going to play with a lot of risk in this game. Those are the original 1903 logos, by the way, that you're looking at. So, and the photos I got elsewhere. I stole them from, where did I steal them from? Strategy Baseball. 29,000 photos they had. I stole them all. So we're all set. Guys, it'll be fun. It looks like we're going to be for an interesting baseball season 1903. I will try to broadcast about 2 or 3 times a week. Otherwise, I'm going to keep the game running. Because I've also got to take this. I'm going to type the actual box score right behind it to Mark over at Digital Diamond and push him to see what he thinks. Thank you very much. And please thumbs up. Constructive criticism is always welcome. Please do. Take care and have a great and wonderful day.